Hello, friendship. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. I was just thinking about there was a little game. I can remember we used to play it at Sony Elementary School when I was going there as a kid. And there was a little game we would play sometimes. And our teacher would actually come over and whisper something. And the student on the far side of the room, she would whisper something in that student's ear. They would turn and tell it to the one behind them, and they would turn, and it would go all the way around the room until it got to the very last person in the room. And then she would ask that person to stand up and repeat what they had heard. And just about every time that we ever did that little game, it was never anywhere close to what started out. In other words, as the story was told, and it would usually just be a little simple phrase, but as it went around the room, it would undoubtedly get misheard and misrepresented, misspoke to the next person, and then it would continually change until it just completely changed from what it started out at the beginning of the class to what it was at the end of the class. And the reason they would do that little exercise is just to show us as students what rumors can do and how rumors get started and how tales begin to be told, and that they're just not true. And so anyway, I was thinking about that, and I looked up the word rumor. The word rumor is a story or report of uncertain or doubtful truth. A story or report of uncertain or doubtful truth. It's an unverified account. It actually comes from a Latin word, rumor, which meant noise. It just meant noise. And so if we don't know it to be the truth, if it can't be verified and we don't know it to be the truth, then it's just a rumor. It's just noise. And it doesn't bear repeating. Now, the Bible also has something to say about that in the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 20. And listen to what it says. Where no wood is, there the fire goes out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. Did you hear that? Where no wood is, there the fire goes out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. In other words, you build a fire, you keep adding wood to it, the fire keeps burning. But if you take the wood away, you don't add any more wood to the fire, eventually the fire goes out. And so what the writer of Proverbs says is where there's no talebearer, the strife ceases. In other words, we hear something, it ends with us, we don't pass it on because we don't know if it's the truth or not, so we don't say anything else. And so therefore, it stops with us. Or we can choose to pass it on, and we may have the story right, we might not, and so it continues to grow, it continues to get bigger and bigger until it's just completely a falsehood. None of it's true, and in the process, people get hurt. And so we ought to pay attention to stuff like that. And I know sometimes we're all guilty of passing things on. We hear a juicy little tidbit here and there, and we just can't wait to tell somebody about it. But the fact of the matter is, if we'll quit adding fuel to the fire, so to speak, then the fire goes out. If we won't be a talebearer, the strife ceases. And so I'm not trying, to be a Debbie Downer today or anything like that. It's just that was what was on my mind. I was thinking about that. And, we're all guilty from time to time. So let's be careful of the things we say, what we pass along. If we don't know it to be the truth, the best thing we can do, just don't pass it on. Don't say anything else about it. And that way the fire stops and the strife ceases. And, the truth doesn't continue to get distorted and passed on until there's absolutely no truth whatsoever. So I love you, friendship. God bless you. Bye.
When troubles trouble you and you think that life's not fair, when you need someone and there's no one there, remember all the times that you feel alone are the times he'll use to make you strong in everything. Give thanks with all your heart, give praise, for the Lord we serve will never let you down. In everything give thanks with all your heart, believe that the Lord can take your circumstance and turn it all around. In everything give thanks with all your heart,
Hey y'all, it's Annie and Jacob. We hope that y'all have been having a good week back from spring break. We have some exciting news. We finally got engaged after 6 years of being together. I just pray that everyone has a safe week, everybody stays healthy, and that you have an exciting weekend coming up.
We also wanted to say how excited and happy we are that we started back Sunday school, and we've had revival back, and a lot of good things happening at the church, and we've been getting more and more people coming on Sundays, which has been great. But even with all the good things going on, we know there's still plenty of people going through things of their own in our church and outside the church. So I also just wanted to share this verse of encouragement. It's from Psalms 46, verse 10. It says, "He says, 'Be still and know that I am God, and I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.'" And as Christians, no matter what we have going on, no matter how bad it seems or how rough it gets, that ultimately all we can do is be still and trust in God and know that He's there, and pray, and ultimately just put trust in Him that He's going to get us through whatever's going on. I hope that encourages you guys, and hope everyone has a great rest of the week. We love y'all.
You. Bye.